right, here we go. Game 1, we're entering in. We're going to see a Yoshi versus a villager. This is actually a really fun matchup to play.
Is it a fun matchup to play, or is it a fun matchup to watch? Because I'm not really sure right now.
Well, I think it will be a pretty fun matchup to watch.
Ron Paul's a really strong Yoshi, too.
He definitely is. And we see Yoshi forces the villager player to play more aggressively, so he forces him to interact because of the eggs. The eggs are a great anti-zoner tool, particularly against villager. But villager has interesting interaction with him with the pocket.
With the pocket as well as his own moves, because as fast as his fair and bear is, he's able to get away and hopefully get a counter off before Yoshi can come in and hit him with an egg, or any of Yoshi's many aerials as well.
Right. We also see both these characters will live a decent amount against each other, but not too terribly long. So it's a fairly fast-paced, aggressive match, and I think it makes for some entertaining stuff to watch.
I'll be curious to see how Crita plays against that, because a lot of villagers aren't used to the whole fast-paced ideal. Most villagers want to space themselves away, sit on the edge, and jump off as they throw out, their slingshots and their Lloyd rockets and everything else involved with it too.
Right. It'll be interesting to see how he kind of switches from the zoner mindset into the more aggressive villager mindset. I've seen some players do it very, very well, and others, it's just so difficult for you.
Nice neutral air there and getting rid of the egg. I don't see too many Yoshis using the egg for their own advantage, but, it has its uses.
Well, it honestly basically doesn't. It's one of those moves where it just, like a lot of Jigglypuff's moves in Brawl, you just don't have much use for them. Almost always a better option.
So you're saying that Yoshi is as bad as Jigglypuff in Brawl?
No, I'm saying that his side B is.
Nice power shield.
Very good.
Good timing on that. Maybe he has some Yoshi experience, because it definitely seems like he's not too unfamiliar with his matchup.
Yeah, I'm not.
He's throwing out proper neutral airs and everything else involved with it too.
Yeah, got that good Lloyd rocket out there before getting hit.
Got the good Lloyd rocket, and he's had a really good time just basically falling off into the neutral zone off of the ledge there, and then faring back onto the stage. He's done a really good job of that. Nice read there, throwing out a Lloyd rocket, catching the jump in with his own slingshot.
Ooh, the nice forward tilt. Well spaced.
That was not under his umbrella, Ella. That was actually in front of it, which is unfortunate because that lost to Yoshi stock.
Good neutral air there. It's so difficult for Villager to combo Yoshi at these low percentages because of Yoshi's neutral air just going through so much of what Villager does. Now what Ron Paul really has to look out for is he gets basically a 2 out of 3 chance to beat the triple turnip, right? Or to beat the turnip move, right? Because if it's triple turnips, he loses the trade. But if it's 2, it's either a trade or in his favor, and if it's 1, he normally wins.
I appreciate the chat spending their time talking about brawler, gunner, and swordsman.
Right.
But granted, it's Ian and company, so
Of course. We're seeing Ron Paul take a little bit of a lead here. Ooh, good egg. That's going to get him a lot of percentage up. Probably only 1 more hit for the KO. You see him putting that egg pressure on. Now, I would have been interested to see if he would have chased him with the up air. Again, he does have that 1 out of 3 chance to lose with the up air.
Right there. He waited for it, too. That was a triple.
Oh, it was a triple,
yeah.
So he super armored through the triple. Very well played by Ron Paul.
Absolutely.
I didn't know he could do it at that percentage. That was very good.
I think he just baited out the hitboxes is what it looked like, because he waited and then threw out the up air.
Right.
Interesting use of the egg there. Most Yoshis, like we mentioned, don't really use that, but it's working for him so far.
It is. You can oftentimes, I said no uses, but the one use you can find is some interesting mind games. Oh, very nice anti-land forward smash. I found out recently that Yoshi's forward smash only hits on 1 frame.
Really?
Yeah. Like the exact frame that he smacks his head forward is the exact frame that it hits, and that's it. Alright, but we've seen Ron Paul starting to dominate again.
Yeah, this is a really good use of his stock lead right now. I mean, that's really what you want to do if you ever get yourself in this situation, is just try and build up as much as possible. That way, if you do die, you can easily go ahead and take that final stock without having to worry about losing the game.
Right. Ooh, triple turnips once again.
And he's got the tree set up. Okay, this is interesting. And he's got the axe now for at least the next 30 seconds or so. We'll see if he's able to use it. Right now, he's not able to get any stocks off, or percent off.
Good egg lays from Ron Paul. He's being very, very careful, even though he's on his last stock. He's making sure not to kind of get out of his own head and all those sorts of things. I see a lot of players, myself included, sort of, once it gets down to that last stock, they get pretty nervous. But he's staying pretty well in his own head.
See, that's unfortunate. Villager grab is probably one of the worst in the game. Set only to maybe tethers. But
well, it's still better than Yoshi's grab.
It's true. Villager can do something out of it.
Right, he can do something out of it, and one of them is a sort of kill throw.
Nice random neutrals there. Wasn't able to get him any percents, but it was able to pressure Ron Paul as he's off the edge.
Ron Paul is really looking for that up air. It'll kill Crita from anywhere on the stage right now, so he's just dying for it. But it's kind of putting him in bad situations. Yeah. Do you see that right there? He's waiting so hard for the up airs. Normally he'd be going for the egg lays, but right now he's too concerned with actually getting the kill.
Yeah, he really should just keep playing his own game. It's worked really well for him so far, and to do anything else at this point is just problematic.
Ooh,
you see him throwing out random smash attacks now. It's really like he's just trying to finish him off more than anything else, and Villager's going to survive a lot of these. You're going to have to hit him.
We're still about 100% away from Yoshi being able to KO with one of his throws. Ooh, the back air!
Okay, now it's an interesting situation because the high percent that Yoshis are at. Crita is definitely not out of this match. It'll be curious to see who makes a mistake first. Normally when you see somebody with something like that next to a shield, you'll see a shield grab, but that's just not the case with Villager.
Ooh, wow.
Bad mistake with that up smash.
He charged it as well.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
He was going to get the hardest read. It was going to be made of concrete and steel, and instead he got killed for it. How long? Ian's wondering how long Yoshi's end lag on F smash is.
I actually don't remember.
You fraud.
I don't remember every piece of frame data, okay?
Hey, it's your character, man.
His frame data came out on Kurigane only like yesterday.
Well, that's 24 hours.
Okay, so we're one up Ron Paul. What a close, good match that was.
We're going to go back to our beautiful faces for a little bit. So, hi there, guys.
Hi. We can update this. There you go.
I did update it.
It wasn't updated for this right here.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I am in Stinger's pool. You are in
Lazy
Boredom's pool. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah. So you're in Stingers. Who else is in your pool?
Veen. I play Veen first round. He's my number 3.
I see.
Captain Crunch, I think, is my number 2. But I got to take 4th to get out of pool. So that'll work out somehow.
Right. Now
hopefully. I've been going 0 and 2 a lot because I'm a scrub, but maybe I can do better this time.
Now, I'm kind of surprised that Ron Paul didn't ban Duck Hunt. Whenever I'm playing Yoshi, this is almost always one of my bans because it's so terrible. The ducks are one of the greatest egg blockers in the game. It's horrible.
Is that kind of like is that kind of like a cock block?
Kind of. A duck block.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. All right, Ron Paul's kind of feeling it out this game. Oh, nice egg lay. He's been doing really well with this.
Absolutely. Now, we're even for cents. The ducks are going to be gone for the next, I think, about 10 to 15 seconds.
I'm not too sure.
It's usually got a decent timer on it. It's every 30 seconds when they're out is how long they're going to be out, and then it's like 5 to 10 after that.
I see. You see Crita doing some pretty good forward air zoning right there, getting most of them as actual hits.
It's interesting because we watched the last match and Ron Paul stayed in his face the entire time while throwing out the occasional egg, and was able to create a matchup that was favorable for him. And this time he's just kind of letting Villager do as he pleases. But given the ducks, it's going to be hard for him to repeat the same strategy.
Right. Now I'm surprised that he's using more eggs because of the.
Ooh.
Wow. One of the yet another interesting thing about the matchup. Times when spikes would normally kill like that, Villager can come back, so you don't really get these super early deaths that you do in other matchups.
You got to be careful. The tree is planted. It's just a sapling right now, and neither of them are near it. But the hitboxes on it are absolutely atrocious.
Oh, absolutely! It's incredible. It's one of the few moves that poses a threat to breaking Yoshi's shield.
According to Ian, Lazy's not that good at Mac Ditto, so you should just play Little Mac.
Right, just play Little Mac.
Now, Daru times 4. You're saying that's not really that great of a Yoshi or a Villager counter pick. Why is that?
I think you would say because the ducks can also block his projectiles.
It's true.
And the stage isn't super favorable for him. He doesn't get the upwards kills that he likes. Those sorts of things.
Like with the turnip kills and everything else.
Right, but you gotta keep in mind he can shoot Lloyds and short hop pellets underneath the grass line, which is underneath where the ducks are. But Yoshi can hardly throw eggs in that line. He can only throw one kind of egg, and that's the straightforward one.
And he'd have to put himself in a bad situation by jumping off the side if he really wants to get any other eggs going.
Right.
Which is obviously very dangerous. Now, we're not going to see it here, but if they were able to collect all the eggs, they would get a 10,000, or all the ducks, they would collect a 10,000 point bonus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Fun
would be
fact.
intense.
It gives you absolutely nothing. But
Except for 10,000 points.
Right, exactly.
That's what we need, yeah.
And it's... Unfortunately, the person that gets the final duck does not get a one-hit KO. That's how it should be because this stage is garbage. I think Ian agrees with me on that one. But they're doing a really good job now. Ron Paul's put in some work on this still on this first stock, tanking as can be.
You're good. Talk to them.
about match stuff. Like, wait, what's it?
He wants you to go play.
Oh, I need to go play.
ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Calendar's going to hop off here, guys. I'll go ahead and carry this the rest of the way through. Good luck against whoever you're playing, and then when you get to Lazy, bop him.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, guys. Like I said, it's just me now, so you're going to have to suffer through this. Sorry. We're going to keep going here with this matchup, obviously. It's about even percents now. Yoshi's done a really good job of just building up this stock lead, and he's got a full stock lead completely. No, not quite to kill off the side there. It's going to be really hard for either of these characters because besides some smashes and some fairs, they're really not designed to kill off the edge. Yoshi's still got basically a full stock lead. There's that right there. So he's doing a very good job of keeping this off ahead. He has 2 stocks now to finish off Villager's last one, so we'll see if he's able to pull this off. Obviously both characters trying to stay alive right now. This is a double elimination tournament, so if Crita is to lose this match, he would then turn around and play the loser of T-Bad and Hardman, the 7 and 10 stocks in this bracket. So he's not out of this tournament yet, but it does make his life a little bit harder. If Ron Paul goes on to win this, he has to win 2 more matches to make it out of pools. This is our first pool setup here at TFC. We had 82 entrants today, so that's always really great to see. Ron Paul's about to finish this game off. Villager's at 106%, so really close to being dead. He just makes sure he gets one good hit off. Forward smash will finish him off now, but it really just comes down to what Crita can do, because he's not being able to get in thanks to Yoshi's egg play. Good neutral air by Villager. All right. He's trying to get in with those bears or those fairs and finish him off, but he's not able to get the kill. Nice Lloyd and fair combo right there, covering both options against Yoshi. Yoshi go ahead and dip in out on the ducks, but that was a really good up air to finish that game off. You saw he landed on that platform, and with that landing lag, he was obviously donezo.